Welcome back to The Edge for 2022. Products on your Google business profile page and maps are coming your way. Like riding a roller coaster during an earthquake when a hurricane is making landfall. December had been called the most volatile month in 2021 from Google search. Stories about our industry from Local SEO Stats. You're listening to News from The Edge up for the week of January 3rd, 2022 here on Edge of the Web Radio.
From the Edge of the Web studios, here's what we're looking at this week.
We are here. Get your updates here. Come on, updates. You get some updates? No updates.
I'm out. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. I can't do this.
So I'm going to have to retire that. Is that what you're saying?
That should die out like a horrible death. Like throw that off a cliff and stab it on the way down.
Wow. Morty's in rare form right after the New Year's.
Hey, it's 2020. My resolution was to be more Morty this year.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm doubling down.
Can we run a poll on that, please?
No, I want to be successful. Like most people make up these resolutions like for things that are good, like, and they never do them. So I'm just gonna lean into it, like whatever I'm like not good, bad Morty. But this way, in the end of the year, like yeah, I totally did that, nailed it.
Oh my Lord. I don't know if we can support more bad Morty. What do you think, Jacob?
Nothing wrong with more Morty.
More
Morty.
More cowbell? Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Nice.
This is Edge of the Web Radio. I'm your host, Aaron Sparks, owner of Site Strategics, digital marketing agency based in Indianapolis, Indiana. We're covering the SEO and digital marketing news each week, separate from our weekly interview series, getting you more news to you even more quickly. And more Morty more quickly. Ah, yes, there is that right there. That's wonderful. Be sure to check out
I didn't say that more quickly. I just said more Morty.
More Morty quickly. See, it works together. Grammatically, it's perfect. Be sure to check out all the recent shows over at edgeofthewebradio.com. That's edgeofthewebradio.com. This is the Ahrefs Digital Marketing News Desk of Edge of the Web. We're proud to have Ahrefs as the title sponsor for Edge of the Web. Ahrefs is a fantastic platform to analyze your SEO ranking factors. Joining me this week to get his take on the news is Morty Oberstein, head of communications at SEMrush. And you can also find him at Morty Oberstein if you want to have even more of Morty Oberstein. So what's happening in Morty's world this week?
Nothing than my resolution. Nothing. Can I say I'm like the worst of the New Year's person possible, because to me, like December 31st at 11:59 is absolutely no freaking different than January 1st at 12 o'clock.
It is incredibly momentous.
What's the difference?
Time.
Okay, but
you don't know the
moving.
difference. It's always moving. I mean,
it'll be 12 o'clock tonight too. Should I
you should celebrate every day.
Get drunk?
Yes.
Yeah, probably should.
Jump into our first article over at Search Engine Land. Google.
For the audio.
What the hell was that?
Jacob just did the Batman, you know, in the 60s Batman.
Yeah.
New year, new transition.
New year, new transition.
Right, but is there a Batman logo? There was a Neil Patel face.
Oh my Lord.
If you're in the audio audience, whenever you get to a computer, head over to YouTube, check out the video version. There we go of this, and check out Neil Patel's sweet face.
So we did discuss this in the production meeting.
Happy 2022, you guys.
Beautiful.
Wow, Jacob's also being more Morty this year.
See,
nice.
We're all going to lean into it. I see where we're going here.
It's the way. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. All right. So Google Business Profile, formerly Google My Business, has a new feature in the products section that lets you mark a product as special. That's special. After you mark that product as special, the product will be moved to the top of the products you listed in the Google My Business profile listing. So you get to make a special product and you get to bring it to the top.
This is good. This is the way.
This is the way. Okay. Well, yeah. It's
Deep thoughts by Morty Oberstein.
Well, I mean, we're always focused on what's changing in the Google.
Boy, was it a slow week in the news last week.
This is the only thing that we could pull up as a news item. We can move something to the top of the list. All right.
Do the Neil Patel thing again, Jacob. Save this segment.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so we're gonna flip the switch here, and we're gonna swivel around to our title sponsor. Just to let you know who they are. Are you sick of competitors outranking you in the search results? Wish there was an easier way to get more traffic? One option is to get an agency. That's a costly, ongoing retainer. The other is to leverage a tool that tells you what to do. Your solution is Ahrefs Webmasters Tools, and it's free. Go to edgeofthewebradio.com/AWT to receive a full free website audit tool that's always free. They're a fantastic platform to understand your key search engine ranking factors, as well as a number of other inbound factors that and content solutions that you can actually guide your site by. Check out one of my favorite tools, the Link Intersect tool. See who's linking to competitors, but not you. And you can see these pages that outrank you may likely have some more links than you do. So check out all the information over at edgeofthewebradio.com/AWT. All right, for our second article. Beautiful. Well done. Well executed, sir. All right, from Search Engine Roundtable by Barry Schwartz, of course. From SEMrush, we know a guy that's over there. December is the most volatile month for Google search of 2021, according to recent SEMrush data. Where did he get that data? Last month was the most volatile month of the year and probably Google history. He actually showed a chart from Morty of SEMrush, shared on Twitter, showing how December soared amongst the rest of the months in 2021. So let's see this one. All right.
If you're again audio experienced, it's a bar graph.
Yep.
And the month of December is much higher than the rest of them.
That's the official statistician right there.
I want Morty to start
Well,
writing.
there was a whole backstory to this.
I need Morty to start writing our alt tags. That was perfect. It's exactly what the image is.
It's a bar graph, and the last one's much higher.
Much higher.
Give us the backstory. Come on.
So Barry was I'm not going to use the word pestering, but asking, hey, is there something wrong with the SEMrush sensor?
Mm-hmm.
It's really high and the other tools are not. I said no, because if there ever is an issue, there's a Slack channel and I would know, but I double checked it.
Mm-hmm.
And as part of double checking it, the team who monitors the sensor, manages the sensor, sent me this chart. I'm like, hey, that's crazy.
Dang.
And then I sent it to Barry. Turns out the other tools were a day behind.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's critical.
Yeah,
But-
well, they weren't. There was a mix. I'm not trying to crap on anybody. I'm trying to crap on everybody.
Everybody at the same
All right.
time.
It's not true though. Not everybody was a day behind. Some tools were showing the volatility that day also. Whatever. But I already put that out there. Cat's out of the bag. Already crapped on everybody. Yeah, Barry had a nice little implication there. That if you take this data
Mm-hmm.
showing December 2021 being the highest month of the year, and other data from SEMrush in the past that I shared with him,
Right.
that this 2021 was the most volatile year.
One could
This
actually
was the most volatile month in search.
period. Because
Wow.
we know
So that's, by the way, that's what happens when you study Talmud. You make all these inferences. Good job, Barry.
Sorry. So what we're talking about, if you didn't catch our show last week, we were talking about the volatility that this year's been volatile. If you take that deviation, that standard deviation, and look at previous years, they've been nowhere near the level of volatility. You have a particular percentage that you can apply to every month here. And if you're taking that and applying it to the December month, you have even a higher volatility than it's ever been in search history, at least from the measurement of these polls, right?
Right. Well, this is looking at, right. So the truth is that it's a little bit not synchronous here because the data saying that it was the most volatile year was looking at the number of days. This is looking at the level of volatility.
Got it.
Throughout. The standard deviation, little spoiler, is actually not as bad as it used to be.
Huh.
Meaning, yeah, you have more volatility going on, but it's not deviating from what the norm is as much as it used to be in the past. However, caveat on that, as we're going down this rabbit hole, is that the level of volatility is itself higher. We spoke about this last time. The baseline is higher.
Right.
So, yeah, it's not deviating from the higher amount of volatility as much as it used to. but it's already at a higher level to begin with.
Consistently. Right. Exactly.
Consistently. So it is more volatile than it was before. It's all how you look at it. Again, like the rank volatility data is like really complicated. The point of the story is that this was the most volatile month of the year, possibly ever on Google. Oh my God, everybody freak out. That's what you should be saying right now.
Why not?
I don't. Okay,
everybody
shouldn't be freaking out.
Rewrite all your
waiting and
titles
seeing
right
how
now.
it plays out.
You should always be waiting. And on top of it, we also know that there's a number of reversals that come through on a regular basis as well.
Yeah, because you had a lot last month. You had at the end of November, you had the November 2021 core update. So rolling into that, you're already starting hot. But then December 1st, Google rolled out the product review update and said, hey, this will last 3 weeks. And when they said 3 weeks, they really meant 3 weeks. It wasn't like, yeah, the first couple of days will be hot. And then, a couple of like tremors here and there. No, it was hot throughout the entire month. Hence, December 2021's level of volatility looks insane. Hence the graph, hence the chart, hence the article from Barry Schwartz.
I do like the chart graph.
Hence our poll question.
All right, pull that. So let's prep.
I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here.
All right, so
I told you more and more 2022.
So how we're gonna channel that is teeing up a poll question for every show that will be getting answers throughout the week, and then pulling them into next week's show. So this is another new 2022 advent here, and you'll get more Morty polling the audience, right?
We're getting crazy, huh?
It's a nutty thing. Wacky and wild.
3 wild and crazy guys.
Are we going to cover?
You had two jobs. Yeah. One was the Neil Patel thing, and the other one was the poll.
Come on.
All right. Hey, look at that.
This is going to be Dingo and the Baby. It really is.
It might be.
2022 is off to a rock and roll start here at Edge of the Web.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's see what this poll is this week, you guys. So to what extent did December 2021's record rank volatility impact you and your sites? And the options are, OMG, it was nuts. Some volatility, but not too bad. Or volatility. What volatility?
Exactly. See, we want to hear from you, because I mean, we see our censors out there, and to the support of these censors, they do watch a lot of different categories of a lot of different industries, but we want to hear from you guys. So let us know in the poll how much volatility you actually saw yourself. We're asking SEOs that have individual sites as well as thousands of sites. Give us a feedback on what we're really seeing there out in the ecosystem, right?
Yeah, I guess answer the poll, but then maybe also like tell us what industry you're in.
Yeah,
maybe pick up on something there.
That would be great.
What you saw, was it like a lot of reversal? Did you gain a lot of rankings? Lost a lot of rankings?
Yes.
What volatility? What are you talking about? Morty's full of crap.
I don't even know what this is.
That's true. That's true.
Well, yeah, so we'll be answering that. We're getting everybody's information and talking about it next week. So want to make sure that you're paying attention. Oh, there we go. All right. So do want to let you know about our continued sponsor of our show. Site Strategics is a pioneer in the agile digital marketing methodology. Our core specialties are technical SEO, including core web vitals, SEM, social media, conversion rate optimization, results-based marketing that works. So if you're interested in what we can do for you, give us a call at 877-SEO for web or 877-736-4932. All right. For our last article from Moz, from Miriam Ellis, local SEO statistics that tell our industry's story. Miriam bundles the most important recent local search marketing statistics and survey takeaways into a single article. It's very cool, showcasing her top local SEO stat picks that tell the story of local SEO, present and future. And if you didn't catch our last interview series, we had Darren Shaw on talking about myths of local SEO. You got to check that out. So the stats that we're talking about are a number of different references here. We're going to go through a few of them here today. Small Business Saturday 2021 saw record high $23.3 billion in spending in the U.S., with 70% of survey respondents saying American Express's campaign inspires them to encourage their connections to shop small and independent. That's pretty cool. There are more than 6 million single-unit physical building locations and 1.8 million multi-unit physical business locations in the U.S. That's That's amazing, actually. 69% of people say at least half their searches have a local intent. I'm going to park right there. Almost 70% of people say half of their searches have a local intent. Morty, contribute there, because we also know that SEMrush has a really good local perspective in search ranking, but you also have been rolling out your intent factors for search queries at the end of last year. This is a great focus here, just understanding search intent and why Google matches up and changes the SERPs for your search so regularly, because we're seeing that type of intent, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, first off, local pack exists on a lot of SERPs. I think Maz, she had it as on 30-something% of SERPs. We
Yep.
have it on 19% of SERPs, 20% of SERPs on desktop. By the way, the reason why you have different numbers from different tool providers is because different tools have different data sets. So Maz has a very high search volume oriented data set, which makes a lot of sense. We have a very normalized data set, which also makes a lot of sense. So the numbers are going to be different.
Got it.
But either way, local packs are on a lot of SERPs. I was looking at one today. It was, what was I looking at? Buy laptops or something. This is old stories. I'm not saying anything new here.
Sure.
You have a local pack that shows up because, hey, maybe you don't really want to buy it online. You want to buy it at a local store. There's all sorts of intents queries that you don't necessarily think have a local intent, but Google sees that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll throw a local pack sometimes towards the bottom of the page, believe it or not.
Interesting.
Yes.
Huh. 37% say more than 2/3 of their searches are actually local. Available near me searches increased by 100% globally
That's
in
crazy.
2020. Now, we also know near me had a huge factor whenever the pandemic hit. Right?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, that might not last. One of the things that's going to be funny or interesting about this year is seeing how the trends from 2020 play out in 2021, and then what they mean for 2022, because you'll see a vast difference between 2020 and 2021, most likely.
Yep.
Especially as the pandemic is rolling out, or I'm sorry, the vaccine was rolling out.
Mm-hmm.
And then now that, well, I don't know what it is now, because now we're back to square one, it seems. But what does that mean as the world starts to maybe head towards normalcy? But
I don't think we're
altogether.
I don't think we're ever going to be in a pre-pandemic baseline anymore. The industry is
although the
innovating.
trends are so.
Right.
Spoiler on some data that we're going to be releasing at some point
Okay.
in the relatively near future.
Mm-hmm.
Organic traffic is going back towards pre-pandemic levels, meaning not that they're there, but it's trending back there, trending back down there, meaning that big bump that you saw during the pandemic as things are opening up and the world is opening up again is starting to lose its momentum a little bit. Will it ever get back to pre-pandemic? Probably not. I would guess. We don't know yet. That's the whole question. But now you have Omicron. So now what? Now no one knows.
And we're also trained in a whole nother level of consumption now. Is that what we conventionally or traditionally were doing at the storefront? I mean, storefronts and grocers and everything else have modified their delivery so that you can get anything that you're needing delivered to your door. So there's an entire new behavioral pattern that's going to show up in search, right?
For sure. Look, curbside pickup. I don't I don't want to go into your store. I just want to drive up, pick it up. And for those of you from Long Island, New York, think of Dairy Barn, but for everything. Dairy Barn is a drive-through, like you get your milk, your cigarettes,
right.
newspaper, you just drive through.
A super specific reference for a large portion of our audience.
I know, no one's going to get that. But if you're from Long Island, you're like, yeah, Dairy Barn.
They get
it. Two people.
Some more stats here. 33% of searches. That's what you're talking about. Result in a Google local pack. 88% of people say it's important to be able to trust companies with which they can transact, and 67% trust businesses with physical locations more than virtual businesses. That's huge.
Yeah, that's really cool.
80% of Americans feel large corporations have too much influence on the economy. Did you see the stats? There's another article out there of the digital advertising stats for 2020 that Amazon and Amazon and the two others, Walmart and one other advertiser, make up 50% of all ad dollars spent.
That's nuts.
crazy amounts of dollars that they're spending in that space. Of three top, what was the third one? Darn it, I'll have to pull that up. But again, just running a virtual business, it won't get you nearly the amount of qualified or interested parties as having a physical location. But conversely, one stat I didn't see here was if that physical location actually has a well-honed Google My Business or optimized, what does that do? And that's what we were talking about last week with Darren Shaw. There's so many incredible converting factors, just keeping your Google business profile moving the right direction and optimized. So it's a great article, lots of good stats here. And the last one, 72% of Nextdoor users say they'll patronize local businesses more if the pandemic ever ends. That's a little bit of a gimme there, right? Are you saying that 28% of the audience inside of Nextdoor will never go out again? Anyway, check out the Moz article. Very well done.
Lots of cool stats.
Lots of cool stats here. Way too many to be able to break down. 19% of brands using videos. Yet for consumer service.
Saw that only 19, but it's very surprising.
Huh.
Also, real quick,
Yeah,
it was like 88% of people reading through the reviews.
that's huge.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. And if you actually think that that's a myth that people don't read reviews, you are sorely mistaken. So
Yeah, and if you're writing fake ones and you have a 5-star review on everything,
yep,
people know.
people don't.
Because
And
no one's got a 5-star review on anything.
Darren actually referred to a platform. I forgot the name of it. We'll put in the show notes of a tool that actually scans reviews of a company and can show you the fake
Oh,
reviews.
really?
Yeah. It's really cool. I got to pull that back around because that's another thing that not only businesses should know, but also consumers. I mean, if you can go over to a website quickly and be able to see how many fake reviews a business has, that could be a barn burner.
I would never buy from somebody who, if I know they're purposely
yeah.
buying fake reviews.
Absolutely.
Matrix 4, 5 stars.
Fake review.
That is a
Fake review.
review.
Other than Jacob, who clearly has no taste. So if you ever see a review from Jacob on anything, like, yeah, Jacob reviewed this pair of jeans. Don't trust it. He liked the Matrix.
Wow.
I have only reviewed,
You're an agent, aren't you? You're an agent.
I have only reviewed Matrix 4 and this podcast.
Oh. Holy crap.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, and he gave the Matrix 4 like a 5 star to give us 1.
2 fake reviews right there.
He's an agent. He's a review agent. All right. Hey, over at SEO Top, are we actually going to have a hashtag SEO chat now?
I'm working on it. So wait. I forgot to confirm with the guest last week.
Oh my Lord. Do you know you have
hey,
3 weeks to do this?
I wasn't thinking about it. The whole world was like, turned off, like shut down. Nothing was going on.
You know why
somebody on their vacation?
You know why New Year's is important? You're asking me. Is that SEO chat starts again?
Right. Now the answer is it depends. It depends if the guest host gets back to me and says, "Yeah, I remembered even when you didn't."
Wow. Well, it may or may not happen, folks. But SEO chat is a great.
That's why I'm not. I have no resolutions on good stuff because I'm gonna screw it up. Like I screwed up SEO chat already.
This could really turn out pretty bad for you, Morty, if you embrace more Morty. You realize that?
It'll be like I become the emperor.
Unlimited power.
Are we using hashtag
unlimited Morty?
Are we using hashtag more Morty or hashtag be more Morty?
Ooh.
Which way are we taking this?
I don't know because I don't want to be. That could put me liable.
Oh, okay. So just hashtag more Morty. All of us want more Morty. We don't necessarily ourselves want to be more Morty.
Nor be the cause of more
Neither
Morty.
do I. I don't want to be. I'm just not going to fight it at this point.
All right. So if it actually happens, pay attention to SEO chat, hashtag SEO chat,
yes.
1 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. It happens every time unless it doesn't.
Yep.
That's about as committed as we can
2022.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So we know Morty's resolution. Jacob, what's your resolution for 2022?
Oh, I didn't know I was going to be asked that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You're on deck.
To hit the buttons faster on this machine here that switches the screens around.
Nice. resolution.
I wasn't prepped for that.
That is absolutely a great way to.
Yeah.
That's tangible. That's
That
doable,
is.
right?
That is.
Yeah.
I'll
Like,
hold
yeah,
you
way
to
to
that
make it
bar.
doable.
Help make Morty great again.
Please don't associate me with that crap.
Wow! All right.
All right. Just hashtag more Morty. I'm gonna try to make that
There
trend.
we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
That'll happen.
Yeah, that's
That'll
better.
happen. All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for participating. Right.
Sure. Oh, wait, can I say one more thing?
Again, more Morty. Yes, of course.
Rest in peace, John Madden.
Absolutely. Rest in peace, Betty White too.
Oh, and Betty White, right?
Man, and she was
Wow, I felt-
3 weeks to 100. John Madden was awesome. He was.
Boom. Yeah. He was great.
Can you draw something up in the upper right hand corner? there?
Yeah. Could we get that on the podcast? You could draw yellow lines like on the football.
I don't think so. Not the audio side of things.
Yeah, it's just-
Have you ever seen the real quick? He was big into turduckens, right? Which is a
Oh yeah, absolutely.
right.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and describe it
I
for the
know
audience.
You probably. I'm trying to explain for the audience. It's a turkey stuffed with a duck, which is that stuff with a chicken.
It was a beautiful thing. That is
Amazing.
Inception.
and he's got one during the Thanksgiving football game, and he's there with Al Michaels, who's the other announcer. By the way, John Madden was a football announcer because you don't know who John Madden is, and he's showing Al Michaels how to cut the turducken with his bare hands. He's like ripping it apart. Like, you got to go this way, and then boom, you go this way, and his hands are full of turducken. There's turducken everywhere. It's amazing.
I think he picked up a leg and ate it too, if I'm not mistaken.
It was
had
just,
6
the man
legs
was
to it.
awesome, right? 6 leg turd.
No, he was
So
a good.
good.
He was a good guy. He lost two really good sports, and that's actually something to learn from. I mean, they never really took themselves that seriously, and they had fun in their respective industry. I mean, Betty White was 80 years in the entertainment industry, and she always had fun. You even see some of the Ryan Reynolds arguments that he stated.
It's hilarious.
But they had fun. So here's Edge talking to you, everybody. Have fun with whatever you do. Don't take yourself so seriously. And you know what? Hashtag more Morty. That's it for Edge of the Web. Check out the Martinez Morgan podcast that we have coming up. This first of this 2-part interview series. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to YouTube, our YouTube channel. Just don't like and subscribe to YouTube. That's kind of silly. Go over to Edge of the Web. Check us out over there. You can see all this fracas on your favorite YouTube channel. How about that? All right, from all of us over at Edge of the Web, stay safe, stay well, and do not be a piece of cyber driftwood. We'll talk to you next week.